Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
Welcome back to the second episode of The Late Show with Aaron Cohen and Lamar Odom. And let's get straight to it.
What's up?
Sunday night, the Lakers played the Blazers, and we'll skip to the end. The Lakers were up by 1, 30 seconds left, 18 seconds on the shot clock, and Russ.
That's a bad shot. Can't take that shot. At the end of in the third quarter, that would be a good shot to get the 2 for 1. It was the end of the game. This is a bad shot.
So after the game, he said it was a good shot, and Darvin Ham said
it was a good shot at the end of the third quarter or end of the second quarter. It's good that his coach has his back, but that's a bad shot.
Yeah, but he has his back, but at the same time, it was a bad shot.
Yeah, he needs to know. How do you tell him it's a bad? How do you tell a professional athlete that was a bad shot? But besides sit him down and tell him, get on the line. He ain't gonna put him on the line.
I'm saying, but Darvin Ham didn't. He said it was a good idea, but he just wished that he drove to the rim.
Yeah, at that time of the game, they were up 1.
They were up 1 with 30 seconds left in the game.
With 30 seconds left in the game,
on the shot clock.
And it's quick shot.
But also, you take in consideration his really poor shooting start in the first 2 games, and that was the third game. Had a bad night that night too. It's like,
listen, even if he was 10 for 10, it's still a bad shot at that point of the game. If you miss, you know what I mean?
Well, obviously, if it goes in,
yeah, if it goes in, then it's all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it didn't go in.
So what do you think the Lakers should have done in that scenario?
Well, he should have drove to the hole.
Russ, or you saying anyone?
Anybody at that point of the game, up 1.
Me personally, I think LeBron's got to have the ball in his hands, or AD.
Was it a broken play?
No, it was literally like they get the rebound.
They get the rebound,
and they're no. Simon scored. They get the rebound. They bring it up. Russ on the right side.
But he was just feeling
beginning of the shot clock. It was like 6 seconds of the shot clock. Shoots.
Let me see it. Pull it up. I mean, he had space.
It was wide open.
He was in rhythm. I can see why he said it was a good shot, but you missed it.
Is it still? I have a question. Is it still?
And you got to understand too. Is like you got to understand. Risk and reward. You know what I'm saying? As a basketball player, especially this market that you're playing in. You know, the microscope.
Yeah.
Every game.
And on certain players, especially.
You know, they're down 0-3, and people are already acting like, oh, the playoffs are over and shit like that. And that's just hard to probably play with. But as also going to make or break you. And as an athlete, as a former professional athlete, I say that.
Yeah.
It's the reason why I love playing in LA.
Yeah.
I love to see Jack on the court.
Everyone.
Right there. My guy, let me tell you something story. It was like being a Laker. We were busting OKC ass one game. And this was around the time where I got a feeling.
Yeah.
Remember when that song was out?
Yeah.
And the whole Black Eyed Peas were there.
Okay.
And that song came on. They gave the Black Eyed Peas the mics, and the whole fucking concert broke out during the game. That was like, I know OKC had to be embarrassed that night.
I feel like that's only in LA.
Concert break out during our game.
I feel like that's only in LA.
But that's like part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that on a court, you're saying, yo, if I, make this shot, oh shit, I'm gonna be the hero. Everybody gonna be talking about me in the paper, or if I miss it, the same thing. That's going through your head, but that was the risk that he took.
Yeah.
And that was the reward.
Yeah.
That was a bad shot. I'll tell him to his face.
I was there.
He knows basketball.
I was there, and people were not happy.
You feel what I'm saying? Fuck the people. This man averaged a triple-double in the NBA. I know he knows that was a bad shot. If he could take it back, he would probably take it back. And now you're down 0-3. I'm not saying it was because of that shot.
No, it's a full game.
Yeah.
You can't.
But
you having played a big chunk of your career in LA, how did you deal with the negative media attention, negative fan attention? Because the Lakers are going through it right now.
Well, I won.
Twice. But I'm saying during
even in the times where we were like before Powell, you know what I mean? Where we didn't make the playoffs. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about.
Or exited in the first round. I never went through what Russ is going through in my professional career, and that was like I questioned myself. Maybe the last time, just my last stint with the Clippers, and that's because I came in really overweight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as like me making a move and like really questioning it, it's like fuck it, I missed a shot or that play went wrong.
I don't think anyone in NBA history. There's probably like a small chunk of players that are going through what Russ has gone through.
I mean, but just think, I got suspended in the weed. I mean, I got suspended in the NBA for smoking marijuana, and then had to come out and play for a team that people knew I was going to lose.
So how do you deal with that?
I mean, I was just confident enough in myself.
So confidence.
It's called self-esteem.
And Russ has that.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to dig down somewhere and find it, young man. That's it, because that's funny. Question was the first game that I went to. You know, I seen he got to the basket and he tried to make a pass, and I was just like, that's because he's just second-guessed himself. He was right there.
It's just confusing because he has all the confidence in the world, but on the court you see him second-guessing himself. But speaking of Russ, how did you deal with trade rumors? Because every player is going to go through it. How did you deal with it?
I mean, it kind of like made me try to like excel. You know what I mean?
So you used it as motivation.
Yeah, like fuck that. I'm gonna show you what you gonna miss or what you never gonna get back. That's it. That's the only thing you could do.
What else, though?
My glass is always half full. You know what I mean?
Has it always been?
Yeah. So I was on my deathbed at one time.
I'm saying like before that.
Yeah, the way I was raised, I don't know. Yeah. Always.
Did it ever discourage you, though, the trade rumors? Or was it always like, I'm going to prove to them?
Yeah, I'm going to work through it, bust their ass, and let people know what they're going to miss. You know? But again, I mean, I know Russell Westbrook. You know, I have a lot of faith in him. I know his pops.
I appreciate that.
And I think it's going to be all right. You don't?
And my followers all know me as the guy to always, be the optimist.
Yeah.
Because, like you, that was the way I was
That don't
raised.
mean you're always right.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that was the way I was raised.
Yeah.
Always glass half full.
Mm-hmm.
And I took that side of my life, always being positive, and applied that to my brand and with the Lakers community.
Yeah.
And I've tried to stand behind Russ for as long as I could, but I can't anymore. Can't do it. And like I said in the last episode, I think Russ is a great player. I think, and I appreciate how he approaches the game 110%, all of that. But he's not working with us. He's just not working with us. And I know it's only been a year, but we've seen enough.
Strong community do too.
He is. And LA appreciates that, but what does that do for us on the basketball court?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Love the guy.
Speaking about that, I was talking to my friend coming over here, and in a lot of ways I was playing devil advocate even with my own thoughts, right? And I call him God James. Right?
Yep.
And and he's done so many things on the court, and I've been 6'9" all my life, and if I was coming up right now in America, that was the guy I probably would want to play like, without a doubt. But sometimes you get caught up in people's greatness, right? And I think in the culture of basketball is probably going through that a little bit with Steph Curry, with the three-point shot. We talked about that a little bit last night. And I think right now the Lakers are really being caught up in LeBron James' greatness. Totally. And I admire him in so many ways. On the court. The reason why he probably, in my opinion, why I probably would lean to him as the GOAT in today's time, what he's done off the court. So you talk about what he's done on the court,
right?
But like off the court, man has a school. His three boys, they probably got more money than me. So in today's time, as far as being an NBA player, being picked in today's time, bringing your boys along with you, nobody's ever going to probably surpass that. Along with his stats on the court. But I think that's hurting the Lakers with his relationship with Clutch Sports. Now, I know it's against the rules as an athlete to be an agent at the same time. But his partner runs Clutch Sports. So I would think he probably has a say-so on who.
He got a big pull. He's got a big pull.
And I look at the roster yesterday. I called you, right?
Yeah, we spoke about it, yeah.
It's like 7 guys on Clutch Sports.
Yeah.
On the Lakers. I'm like, hold up. Incredible way to play Monopoly. I tip my hat to it. Look up to it. In so many ways. That's like the real, the strongest business move. And he's probably the most strong. He's the most strongest athlete right now.
And this is the Lakers. It's not like the Pistons. It's the Lakers.
He's the strongest. When I think about that, he's the strongest athlete in sports. And he's not even getting any Clutch Sports money.
What do you mean?
Exactly. Against the rules. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? These guys done everything. But right now, him playing Monopoly, that's kind of killing the Lakers. Because those Clutch Sports athletes, as far as the Lakers standards, they're really just NBA standards. And no disrespect to them, but I played in the NBA with Kobe, with some really good players. They would have to fight for positions to come off our bench. As far as from what I've seen, none of them standing out or they can't put the ball in the bucket.
Do you see any alignment between Kobe's final years and LeBron's? Because everyone was like, "Oh, Kobe's final years, it's just farewell. We're not doing shit."
No, because there's two different. The ways to the top was too different. They're gonna go out differently. You know what I mean? It's hard to compare greatness, right? It's
I was just saying situation wise. But
no.
But I don't think you can speak better than me.
But LeBron's not retiring this year.
No.
Well,
but I'm saying
we won't see that until he says this is the end.
Yeah, but there weren't.
He says that come on, it's gonna be like a parade.
Oh yeah.
At the end of every game, at the end of every arena, which
Yeah.
he deserved.
Of course. We're not gonna finish now, but we're gonna finish off with quick hitter questions. But now that we're on the topic, do you think LeBron has done enough for the Lakers organization to have his jersey retired
His jersey retired?
by the Lakers?
I would say when he eclipses Magic and eclipses Kareem, if he does that as a Laker, then yes. But as of right now, just the one bubble championship, which a lot of people have an asterisk, which I don't know why they have an asterisk. All he did was play his schedule, which everybody else did.
And had no escape. No players had any escape.
You know what I'm saying? And he won. I think he should get a star for winning the championship in the bubble, because they were talking about how hard it was.
Yeah.
So he had to be in shape and mentally, you know what I'm saying, tight up six to win it.
But you really think LeBron, because this is the Lakers.
Yeah,
and all he's done, I'll stand by
that. When he passes Magic and Magic's assists and Kareem scoring in a Laker jersey, yes.
Yeah, but I think that's a career accolade. That's not a Laker accolade. Like, I know he's passing Lakers, but like...
Yeah, but he did it in a Laker uniform. He's still going to be...
He did it in a Laker uniform, but like...
I think if he get those two. But I see your argument. That's a good argument.
I personally think that since the Lakers are such a storied franchise, the bar has been set so high. You know, every time you go to Staples, you see up in the rafters, like, these names. They're not just any names. And I think that, you know, one ring, which we greatly appreciate as the Laker fan base, because, you know, it took 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough. But it'll be interesting to see, because...
at this rate, how much is he averaging this year?
So far?
Yeah. 30?
Mid-20s.
Mid-20s again?
Yeah. But I think he'll end up...
So at this, let's say if he averaged 20, let's say a decline for him would be 23.
He averaged 30 last year.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't see him averaging under 25.
I get that. I get all that. But I'm saying...
So what will it take for you?
That was what I was about to say.
What would it take for you for him to win another championship? Because he ain't gonna be able to do it with that shit out there. And I'm not calling him, play.
No. That's what I was about to ask you. But yeah, I think he'll need to win another championship. One championship is not enough to get your jersey retired, no matter who you are. He's gonna get his jersey retired by Cleveland, Miami, no doubt. But I don't think he's earned it yet.
I'm biased when it comes to him.
How's your relationship with LeBron?
We're cool. I don't think it's bad. Last time I hung out with him was 6 years ago.
So we got the Nuggets tomorrow night.
Ooh.
Another star. I mean, every team's going to have a star, but we just played Dame, got smoked, and now we're playing Jokic. What was the mentality going into these games when you're playing against one of the, a top player in the league, specifically with Phil? What would Phil tell you guys before the game and during the game? Like, let's say someone's going off. Like, Dame has 35 in the third quarter.
But our team was so about us. We wasn't going to do anything, different for anybody. Help coming from the baseline. The most you would get from us is that double in the post if you really, really got it going against us or got Powell or Andrew in foul trouble. But we already had a system that was implemented, physically and mentally, though. So I don't know where this team head is at. I don't know where they're...
That's why it's tough to compare.
Yeah.
Because they're just two totally different teams. Different teams.
I can't even really... We're just... Only thing that we haven't really, I would say, in common is that we had a star player, so I can relate to the other guys. I know what they're going through, how it feels to, play with the man.
But where do you think that comes from? The camaraderie, the connectedness, and the the culture. Everyone's on the same string.
I mean, I think the understanding of each other. Shit, you really day to day you with each other more than you see your family.
Traveling, everything.
You know what I'm saying? More than you see the kids. So it's probably healthy to not stay in your room. You feel me? Or go to eat.
Yeah.
With each other during home games. Or go have pregame lunch with a teammate. Get to know your boy.
Look at the Grizzlies. That camaraderie.
Yeah, they got a good bond.
Everyone.
They got a good bond. You know, our leader's in his year 20.
Right.
You know. I just can't wait to see how bad LeBron wants it and how focused he is possession to possession. I just want to see that become infectious on his teammates. And when I see those steps start to take place, I'm pretty sure our conversations will change.
I hope they do.
You know what I mean?
Because we're 0-3 right now.
As far as what we're seeing.
Energy.
You know what I mean? Everything. Because, like when you say energy and, their coach was a scrappy dude. He wasn't a flashy bucket getter. He was nasty, tip dunk. If I get some garbage down here, cool. If not, where the rebound at?
Right.
So, I'm waiting to see, the way he played the game rub off on his team. Because, shit, if that's the case, let me coach him. I'm cool. They'll all get along with me.
Yeah. But I think that's the biggest difference between Vogel and Ham. I think they can relate more to Ham. And it seems like he has a better grip over the locker room.
None of them beat me in 2K. Fuck, like. And we're going to run a triangle. Like.
Do you think we'll start seeing a trend of younger coaches, or more younger coaches like the Celtics coach? I know there's a whole situation with Udoka, but guys who are younger and can relate on a personal level.
These dudes getting younger and younger and younger, man.
Coming to the league at 18 years old.
Getting crazy and crazy and crazy. That's how you can just look at the dude's hair. You feel what I'm saying? I think so. As long as you know the game and you can relate, and you know your shit, and you on time. NBA is all about being on time.
What do you mean by that?
You could be a killer at night, but if you on time, you a good dude. And they all know what I'm talking about. You're a good dude. Real rap.
So I think we'll see what happens with the Celtics, because this is the young. I think I could be wrong. Seems like the youngest NBA coach in history, Mazzulla, for the Celtics. And they're
How is it? I haven't been watching the Celtics.
They're good. I mean, I think they're 3-1.
3-1?
Yeah. And they're good.
This guy knows.
Celtics fan behind the camera.
Celtic boy over here.
But I don't know. We'll see. Tough game tomorrow night in Denver.
I hate the fucking Celtics, bro.
How can you wear that? How can you wear that green then?
Because I'm a fashionable dude. I've never been so disrespected at a basketball game in my life. And I played in crowds where they fucking chanting SAT, 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 SAT.
What does that mean?
Like, you know what I'm saying? SAT, SAT. Really trying to hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying?
You probably heard it all.
But Celtics are pretty good, though. That kid, Tatum and Brown, they could go.
People forget. I mean, not Celtics fans don't forget, but they were able to get those picks with that trade.
What trade?
With KG, right? KG, Paul Pierce to the Wizards, right? No. Nets. They got those picks and turned it to Jaylen Brown and Tatum. So that's why people are like, yo, we should hold on to those picks. Oh, that's the minority though. Majority says trade the picks, but that's the other
they
side.
Don't have this, but all right, they don't know the business then. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know that business because you say that, but then you should know why we struggling or why we going through, bumps in the road.
Yeah.
You get either or.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But let's finish it off with some quick hitters. I'm going to read off my phone. So we're going to try to do this most of our episodes where, I'll put a questionnaire on my Instagram story and we'll have submissions of questions that they want to ask you and me. And quick hitters, like short answers.
Do I have to answer them quick, or does answer have to be short? Or I don't have to be really I don't have to really get into it too deep. I don't have to be deep on the
You
answers.
can do whatever you want, but
Perfect. It's a podcast.
you do, bro. This is our podcast. We do whatever we
call
want.
it the way we want to call it.
There you go. First question: who was your favorite player to guard?
To guard?
To guard.
That means I locked him down, or it was just a battle.
It could mean it was fun. Like you look forward to it. You're circling that on your calendar.
Zach Randolph.
Zach Randolph.
And some of them times he got the best
Battles.
of me. Some of them times he got the best of me though.
Battles.
But I just knew it was just gonna be like I probably had to have my best defensive techniques that day. Probably was gonna lift before, shoot around, and before the game. He was like a dude I respect on the court, but he was like a respectable, dirty type player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to come with it that day. It was Zach Randolph.
I wouldn't have thought about that. Like, that's why I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Next question. Is there any player currently in the NBA that reminds you of yourself? Asked by Ruben Fernandez.
In today's game?
Yeah. If you can't think of anyone right now, it could be, like, retired, but preferably, like, right now, you have your eyes on, like, yo, that guy reminds me of me.
I mean, the way he passed the ball and his ability, I would probably say LeBron, but
Like his passing ability.
I'll be patting myself on the back by saying that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what, if I was coming up, that's what I'd allow as my game after right now would be LeBron.
Okay. Asked by Francisco Bernal, what is your top 5 all time?
Players?
I know it's a tough question.
Kareem.
Order or no order?
No order.
Okay.
Kareem. Mike. Bean. Braun. Magic or Bird. Either one of them.
We're not gonna debate that. We'll let you guys do that.
Yeah.
But I like
I
that.
mean, I heard Kareem.
I like that.
I was watching Larry Bird footage last night. This motherfucker played the Portland Trailblazers. He bust their ass. I forgot how much he had. He bust their ass left-handed.
Was he hurt?
No. Just like, fuck it, I'm going to bust their ass with my left hand. He used to talk mad shit. In today's game, he probably getting tech thrown out every game.
I hate that. It's like
You can't even talk shit in today's game.
Can't even look. You can't even look.
He used to talk mad shit.
Couple more. This one was asked by Ryan Han. Do you think LeBron has won his last ring?
No.
Next. Asked by Steve Godinu. Who is the greatest Laker of all time?
That's tough. I mean, because for obvious reasons, you could say Kareem. Most points, right? And then obviously Magic, and then Kobe.
And then you hear what Magic said.
Depends on
Kobe
what-
is.
Kobe, Magic said it, right?
Yeah, Magic said it.
So I would say Kobe.
Kobe?
If it came out of Magic voice, Magic mouth.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit,
I
Kobe
agree.
told me he was better than Michael Jordan on the back of the bus.
When was that?
I don't know. We was coming from somewhere. I don't know. I think he might have just kicked somebody's ass or whatever. He was on the back of the bus. He was like, "Yo, I'm better than Mike."
Was this like when he was
like,
young?
Yeah, all right, Bean.
Towards the end of his career?
Huh?
Towards the end of his career? Or was this like when he was like 2005?
No, it was like 2009. You know what I mean?
Like prime Kobe.
Word. I don't know what the fuck made him even brought that conversation up.
Do you recall like everything about that moment? Because that was the most asked question, and we'll talk about it a lot.
Was he better than Michael Jordan?
No, your favorite or one of your favorite Kobe stories. The most by far. Everyone wants to just hear these Kobe stories.
Probably had to be the night this motherfucker. Man, he had 63, and the Dallas Mavericks had 62.
3 quarters, right?
He was scorching that night. So many nights, man.
But what's it?
Hold up, though. Practice. How about this? In practice, when the team, they know what set we running. We running the triangle offense against. We got to run it offensively and defensively.
Mm.
So in the NBA, in practice, like let's say if you score. Let's say in practice, if you score 10 times in practice, you had an amazing day. Like, you're gonna be running to the weight room to go, yeah, you had a fucking great day. I seen this motherfucker hit like 15 straight.
Is he talking or no?
Talking? What you think?
I think yeah.
Hell yeah, he talking. Hit like 15 straight in practice. Yeah, if you couldn't, if you couldn't develop good habits around that dude, then you didn't get it.
Last 2 questions. A couple people asked this one, but they want to know: can Aaron Cohen beat you in a one-on-one?
Like I would say, how Magic Johnson answered that Kobe question, I would say ask Aaron Cohen. Ask Aaron Cohen. Who asked you that question?
Okay, but yeah, obviously. But I think it would be fun if we did like a shooting contest.
We could do that.
Stay tuned. Last question.
We could do that today. We could do one. No, we could do that. That's nothing.
Stay tuned for that. Last question. You've been in LA for a long time. What's your favorite restaurant in LA?
That's easy.
Easy. What is it?
The Lobster in Santa Monica.
Funny, because I've never even heard of that place.
You never?
I know I keep kosher and I'm in my little bubble of kosher restaurants, but
yeah.
I would say we can try it, but I can't eat it.
You can't eat it?
I can't have lobster. I keep kosher, but you know what we
Lobster's
can do?
not kosher, it's fish.
Unfortunately, it's not. But you know
you can't eat fish?
I can have fish.
But why not the lobster? It's shellfish. That's why?
We got to ask the rabbis on that one. But my favorite restaurant we can go to, it's called La Gondola. It's on Wilshire and Doheny. Italian steakhouse. They got everything. And
have I seen it before? It's on Wilshire and Doheny?
It's on Wilshire and Doheny.
I had to see it.
Ran by Chef Neer and Jonathan Weinblatt. Fire. We'll make it out there for sure. But thank you guys again for tuning in. This was the second episode of The Late Show. Lamar Odom, Aaron Cohen. We will see you on the next one.
Peace.